So, of course, people are upset, angry, mad, frustrated, disappointed, devastated with President Biden. Okay. Because as we all know, what happened in Maui, Hawaii, there have been serious fires going on. And because of the extreme winds, that's what actually aided in spreading the fire. Okay. It was just very strong winds, boom, and then it got to the point that it got to. It seems like this whole world is kind of going on fire and having some crazy freak natural weather occurrences. We even got fires going on in Canada. It happened before, and then that's where all that smog and all that craziness was happening up in New York because they're so close together. And then it's happened again in Canada, and then now we have this over here. And then from my understanding, I believe it's in Japan, they got some crazy flooding going on. China, we know that they get crazy floods, so it's very interesting what's going on. But let's get into this. It says Joe Biden sending $700 to Maui fire victims sparks backlash as insulting. President Joe Biden is facing renewed criticism for his response to the devastating wildfires in the Hawaii island of Maui after offering victims $700 per household in emergency aid. Political opponents and commentators described the sum as insulting and compared it to the more than $113 billion worth of aid the U.S. has sent to Ukraine. As it defends itself against the ongoing Russian invasion, which, I've made a video about how I feel about this whole war that's going on. Well, let's continue this part right here. Okay. On Monday, the government announced it was sending $200 million in defensive capabilities. So, just so people know, Ukraine is not a U.S. territory. You may say, well, duh. Well, if you could send $113 billion worth of money over time to Ukraine and give guns. I got a story for that too. Give American guns and all that to Ukraine. So if we could give all this money to an area that is not a U.S. territory, you would then think, oh, wow, so we must be giving $226 billion to Hawaii or something to help out in America, right? Virgin Islands, we must be giving money like crazy to our people. Nope, not at all. So we're giving all this money to Ukraine, which has no ties. It's not even in NATO. It has zero ties to the U.S. besides the U.S. hates Russia. Has zero ties to us, but our own people that is a part of the U.S., a territory, states, we can't give anything to. $700. Think about it with COVID, for example. And COVID, you had other countries who are giving people $1,000, $2,000 a month, etc. What did we get? We got, and it was consecutive, so they got it for over a year. What did we get? We got $600 and we got $1,200, then we got $1,800, and that didn't even go to everybody. And then that was it. And it was like, okay, that should be enough. Make sure everyone wear masks and get shots, or you're gonna get fired from your job. And everything would be good, right? All right. I just find it interesting that we got enough money to give to Ukraine, but we don't have enough money or effort to boost the minimum wage from $7.25, federal minimum wage. We don't have enough time, energy, money to have universal health care like, I don't know, all of the other developed nations do. We also don't have enough time, energy, or money to work on the housing crisis. Extreme numbers going up, extreme property values. And then we have the insurance companies who are saying, oh, well, if you're in a disaster-ridden area, then abolish that. Then there are no insurance company, and you refund everybody that you took money from. Let's go to some bonds or something, let's do that then. If insurance companies can't do what they do, we have a class action lawsuit. We take everything from you, then your business is no more. You can't even operate anymore, or you do what you're supposed to do. But we don't have time for that, right? We don't have time to worry about the homeless crisis and what's going on. We don't have time to worry about actually taking care and having the immigrants who are coming here because we've messed up their country so much. That's why they're flooding over here. Otherwise, they wouldn't even need to come over here. You know what I mean? But we're not even going to talk about that. And yeah, America, we're not welcoming any immigrants. We're not welcome to immigrants. As much as they want to say, oh man, immigrants help build and that we're not welcome to immigrants because we don't want them here. That just is what it is. And when I say we, I mean the U.S. in general. The government is not welcomed, are not welcoming them. Otherwise, these immigrants wouldn't just be out on the street wondering, okay, well, I'm trying to seek asylum. What's going on? You know what I mean? But we don't have time for that. We don't have time to take money out of politics. We don't have time or energy or the effort for the two-party system, duopoly, to get rid of it. And let's have some serious other parties going on, getting rid of the corruption. You know, like I said, the thing with the whole COVID, and all you got to give us is $700 a month. Not even $700 a month. You're offering $700 total for Hawaii. Is that not a U.S. territory? Why would you only give $700 one-time payment to Hawaii, Maui victims, when you have given over $100 billion, 113, to Ukraine? We have our own issues here, and you're worried about a war over here so you could keep it going. All right. Well, I have and yes, here's the post that Biden made, you know, his people who made it, the press secretaries. He says, we're laser focused. And that reminds me of the video I did with him being Homelander. Okay. A weaker version of Homelander, but Homelander nonetheless for the values. He says, we're laser focused on getting aid to survivors, including critical needs assistance, a one-time $700 payment per household, offering relief during an unimaginable difficult time. We have staff on the ground dedicated to helping survivors navigate the registration process. And one thing I will say is that's bullish. But the second thing I will say is Floyd Mayweather has actually, I think he's taken on like 70 families or something like that. I think it's 70, where he's giving them clothing from, you know, like a Hollister kind of brand or H&M kind of brand. Brand new clothes, food, housing, you know, for like, he's moving them to like a different city. And he's giving them like a hotel room and whatnot. And he's like, yo, I'm going to go and help y'all. I'm going to take care of y'all. But all these other billionaires that are over there, because I don't think he's a billionaire, but all these millionaires and billionaires that own property, you got the Oprahs over there, you got our own Jeff Bezos, you got Musk and all these other people who have all this money in the U.S. These are our people as well. And we can't even, y'all can't help out? Okay. Because I don't see anything happening. I haven't heard anything, you know, but let's continue. I just seen a post earlier and it says President Joe Biden is only offering $1.9 million, which is $700 per household. 1.9 million compared to 113 billion. Okay. To victims of the wildfires in Maui so far. 99 are confirmed dead. Now, from my understanding, the number is like 103, 106 from the last time I heard. Okay. It's expected to rise. Over 1,000 are still missing. Thousands of homes and businesses are destroyed. Approximately $6 billion in damages. Can someone please explain how our government can send hundreds of billions to other countries, Ukraine, but chooses to pitch pennies when our own people are in need? An entire town on U.S. soil has been destroyed overnight, and the best our government can do is $700. This is insulting. Hey, I greatly appreciate if you could support me. Simply go to ebay.com. In the search bar, type in Latrice Limited, click on shops, and then support me. I have a wide variety of items on there, many of my own personal Latrice Limited items, such as candles, bath bombs, soaps, essential oil blends, lingerie robes, so much stuff. I even have men's ties and comic books on there. Definitely support me, and do not forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.